Good morning again. AJ here. It's Monday, August 17, and today we're in Psalms 126, 127, and 128. A couple of days ago, we began reading the Psalms of Ascent. Psalms 120 through 134 are the 15 Psalms of Ascent. These were designed for pilgrimage processions to celebrate feasts in Jerusalem. Passover is one feast. There was also the Feast of the Jewish New Year, the Feast of the Tabernacles, the Feast of Booths. There were a number of celebrations in the Old Testament temple worship system. These may have been sung on the 15 steps leading up to the temple itself. You see the word ascent there. The Jews write throughout the Old Testament going up to Jerusalem. Even when they were headed south, they were still climbing the hill. Jerusalem is at a higher elevation. They were going up to Jerusalem. So, these hymns herald the blessings and salvation of Zion. Common themes also include adversity and peace, the nation of Israel, the city of Jerusalem, and the temple. Look with me at Psalm 127. We read there in the heading that it's Solomonic in nature. We don't know if King Solomon actually penned the words here, or if it simply reflects the teachings and the wisdom that he shared in his other writings. We see here the principles of Proverbs reflected in this psalm, but also the sentiments of the book of Ecclesiastes. Verse 2 reminds us that humanity has to work to have food. That reflects back on the Genesis chapter 3 curse, where God kicks Adam and Eve out of the garden. Working hard to have enough food, that phrase there, the Hebrew literally means eating the bread of toil. We find that throughout the Old Testament. Psalm 80 has it, Psalm 102, Isaiah chapter 30. Reflecting back, eating the bread of toil is a clear reference to the Genesis 3 curse. However, to the one engaged in godly work, we know that the Lord gives rest as a blessing. What a great truth we find there. Look at verse 1 with me. Charles H. Spurgeon, 19th century English preacher, once said of this verse, "Notice first that God will not build a house without our laboring, that God will not guard the city without the watchman's staying awake, and that he will not give us bread without our toiling for it. In all things to which we put our hand, we are expected to use all available means. We are not allowed to be idle and to sit still and do nothing because we are trusting in divine providence. One of the things Christianity cannot bear is laziness. The Apostle Paul was inspired to pass a sharp sentence upon them in 2 Thessalonians chapter 3. If anyone isn't willing to work, he should not eat." What a great quote from Charles Spurgeon. Verse 1 uses the phrase builds a house. We know that can be taken literally. We can literally construct a building. But let's not forget this is a song or a poem. And so it could very well refer to building a household or a family. That gives verses 3 and following even greater weight. An unfortunate reality of the Old Testament and even in the New Testament in Jesus' day was that women, were not given the value of men. And that's an unfortunate truth up through the 20th century in many ways. And so I would not say that just sons are valuable, but indeed all children, because while food generally comes from hard work, children are a gift, indeed a heritage from the Lord Himself. May the Lord bless us and keep us, make His face to shine upon us, and give us rest now and forevermore. Have a great remainder of your week.